play host to the Panthers of Creston here tonight, and it should be an exciting ball game. Creston comes in ranked in the top 5 in the state, then won 3 out of they're undefeated with 3 wins. The Tigers have come in, won 1 out of their first 3 games, looking to pick up that second victory here, and what a big one it would be. This is the Mackey Motor Tailgate Show, brought to you by Mackey Motors of Lake City, recipient of the GM Mark of Excellence Award for 15 years running. Find new roads at Mackey Motors in Lake City or at MackeyMotors.com. Tom Hawkamp along with Jeff Honnold, and Jeff, should be an exciting one today. As Coach Roeder said, though, the biggest thing is you got to find a way to get that running game going tonight.
And there's some big fellers over there. I can see 99 right at the 50-yard line. He is a man-child. He's a big kid. So, yeah, you got to get things going here. And a couple good things for Carroll. Again, non-district game doesn't count really, for the playoffs at all. So another good test for them. And I think they really feel like they let a couple of them go. Gilbert, they started slow, came back in the fourth quarter, almost won that game. And then last week, I think, as Coach, you heard Coach say that they just were overthinking. They weren't playing fast. They weren't playing. They were thinking. So, Coach is pretty confident right now. When you hear him talking about these kids kind of figuring it out, and you start getting some bodies back. I think they're getting a few back here that are coming off injury this week, and then some more next week. And so when you get into district play, you're going to be close to full staff again. And playing these other kids is paid dividends. I mean, they're going to need these guys to be able to play. So this is one you just kind of saddle up. It's a number 5 team. Take your best shot at them. But at the end of the day, it's all about what happens next week and beyond. Yeah, the biggest thing will be if you can just keep things close in this one, so you got a chance at the end. Yes.
And I think that's really going to rely on that running game. We heard Coach say Carter Essex probably going to get a few carries from the quarterback spot with Regaler lead blocking. Cooper Ludwig has been the lead running back so far this season for this Carroll Tiger team. The thing that really hasn't gotten going for him is that passing game, and who knows, maybe with that 3-4 defense, they're going to turn it into a 3-6 the way the Tigers have ran the ball. Maybe there's going to be some opportunities to throw that ball up and over that defense. Yeah, you look at the receivers and conversely put them in the D-backs, because those are the same guys that are playing defensive back. They've been banged up. They've really been hurt bad there. So, Essex, I'm really impressed. He's thrown a really nice ball, and he's doing a nice job of managing the game back there at quarterback. But as everybody knows, if your weapons are hurt, it makes it tough. And they've got some young kids, and they were trying to learn the position. So, again, it'll give them some depth going on. But right now you want your horses. So I think looking at this, that you're right. They're going to do a lot more running, but don't be surprised they pull a few play actions out. We're going to step away for 2 minutes. Come back with more of the Mackey Motor Tailgate Show. You're listening to 1380 KCIM 95.1 FM.
Motor Inn of Carroll is your hometown team for all of your sales, service, parts, and collision needs all season long. From the helpful sales staff to the area's best service department, Motor Inn of Carroll has the expertise that you need to stay on the road and keep that auto investment looking good. From work to play, they have it all. Good luck to all the area teams from Motor Inn of Carroll.
This is Iowa, and Avela Bank has called Iowa home since 1870. With 17 locations across the state, we're proud to be part of your community. Right now, you can open an Avela Bank Simply Free checking account for you or your business and get a new debit card immediately. We'll even buy your old bank's unused checks. Stop by or visit us online to see how we're making better banking available for you. Avela Bank, member FDIC.
Classes as a freshman here, it gets him more prepared and gets them the transition from high school to college is very nice to have that.
Smaller campus, so it's a lot easier to know where you're going. It's hard to get lost here. And there's always a smiling face to help you if you don't know where you're going.
It's really nice to be able to get college credits to maybe go further degree or just use your auto program to go into the workforce right away.
Being a part of a team is not only fun, it can give our students a sense of identity and help them develop long-term relationships. This is Dr. Nate Luth, Next Generation Chiropractic. Student athletes, make sure you are taking care of your body before, during, and after the game. Proper warm-ups and cool-down are vital to staying on the field or court, and having regular chiropractic appointments can help reduce the risk of injury. Stay in the game by taking care of your body. Good luck to all area student athletes this season. Let's stay healthy and have fun.
Motors Tailgate Show brought to you by Mackey Motors of Lake City. Tom Hawkamp, Jeff Honnold, as we take a look at the starting lineups for tonight's contest. Let's start with your Carroll Tigers offense. Up front, you've got the 6'1", 230-pound junior, Noah Henners, the 6', 235 junior, Mox Olberding, the 5'11", 240 junior, Caleb Vanderheiden, the 6'2", 235 senior, and Jaden Flug, the 6'3", 190-pound junior, leading the way, and they're going to have their hands full against this defensive front for Creston. Your wide receivers, Tate Schleisman, a 6', 150-pound senior. Also, Edric Heisterkamp, the 6'2", 155 junior. And you have Evan Hammer at the tight end position. He's a 6'5", 195-pound senior. So not a lot of size out there on the senior level. So Creston's going to take the ball. Missed the first part of the coin flip there. Carter Essick is going to be the quarterback, the 6', 180-pound junior. He's 27 of 53 through the air, 416 yards, 3 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. He has ran the ball 34 times for 170 yards and 2 touchdowns. Cooper Ludwig, the 5'8", 175-pound senior, has ran 37 times for 197 yards and a touchdown. Should be a good one. The Carroll Tigers hosting the 5th-ranked Creston Panthers here at the Carroll Football Stadium, and what a beautiful night. 68 degrees, not much of a breeze, nothing that's going to affect the game. The flag at half staff, not even wiggling. The goalpost flags got a little twinkle to them, but otherwise not any wind going to affect this ball game.
No, really, really nice night for football. Just enough wind to keep those little black bugs off you, and should be fun tonight.
The nice thing is here in the press box, we usually don't have to worry about them.
No, that's kind of nice. Well, it depends on which press box. This one, I'd say that's one of the pluses for this press box, that it's soundproof and it's pretty tight. But some of those we have to open the windows up, you could get bit.
So the Tigers will take kickoff to start this ball game. It'll be the defense have to set the tone. Kieran Polking, the sophomore, sets the ball on the tee. Tigers in their orange jerseys. They've got black pants, white numbers and letters, and the black helmets. Creston wearing white uniforms with black numbers with red trim, white pants and white helmets. The ball is kicked off towards the rec center, and we are underway. Taken at the 10-yard line. Creston working the sideline. He is met at the 20, falls forward to the 21. Great coverage there by the Carroll Tigers, and hustling down for the tackle was Karsten Schoenfeld.
Yeah, nice job that time of just breaking down. I think Carter Smith was there as well. Just staying within themselves there, not letting anything break out.
Starting lineup for Creston, you got Quentin Fuller, a 6'3", 230-pound senior. Gunnar Martwick, a 6', 220-pound sophomore. Jaeger Luther, a 5'9", 205-pound senior. The 6', 225 senior of Tucker Rohrig, and Braden Schoen, the 6'3", 200-pound junior up front. 2 receivers to the left. They'll put a man in motion across. The snap goes to Turner. He hands it off, and met in the backfield is Brennan Hayes. He's going to lose a yard on the play.
Ludwig all over that one. He shot that gap and got in there. Coop being that wrestler, he went in there and just tackled him low, and they got a nice job.
That'll bring up 2nd down and 11. Wide receivers are the 5'8", 150-pound senior Brandon Briley, Tyler Riley, the 5'4", 125 junior, and Kason Dryden, the wide receiver. Another run up the middle. Looks like that one got to the line of scrimmage, but no extra yards there for Hayes.
Yeah, that was Justin Reesberg that time. He got in there and submarine and got the stop.
3rd down and 11. Cale Turner's the quarterback. Brennan Hayes the running back. Turner's 52 of 80 for 770 yards, 9 touchdowns, has not thrown an interception this season. Can the Tigers change that? It's a pass.
Oh.
Excuse me, he backs up, and the Tigers have him in the backfield, and they'll sack him at the 9-yard line. Great job. It was corralled and finished by Justin Reesberg, but I didn't catch the guy who started it all.
Ludwig broke through right away on a blitz. That might be your sack of the game right there, but nice job out of Reesberg to finish that up. Those two have been all over those first 3 downs.
So all Creston does is go backwards on their first possession, and now they'll kick from their own end zone.
See if we can get a good return.
Looks like
here.
Turner, the quarterback, is also the punter. Almost got it blocked. It's a bad kick off to the side, and it's going to bounce out of play.
Hammer ran all over, though. He ran all over the punter. That one might be 15.
Got there late. I didn't even see the contact as I was watching the wobbly punt.
It wasn't hard. Yeah, he was all over him. I mean, he tried to hold up, but he fell right over him. So I would guess it's just the 5-yard variety.
Well, waiting for the official call here. Yep, there it is. Running into the kicker on the defense. We'll hope that doesn't flop field position here, because it was a horrible kick out of the end zone.
He got his foot down and was kind of turning around when Hammer kind of fell into him. So it wasn't where he was exposed, where it's that 15-yard dangerous one. It was just one of those that you can't touch him after they punt.
4th down and 14. The flag is still laying in the end zone. We're not going to worry about it. Somebody will be looking for it later. Here's the kick. This one is better end over end. Going to take a bounce and check up. It'll be a Tiger bounce grabbed at the 45 by the long snapper. So the Tigers will have 1st and 10. They're going to mark it at the 47 inside Creston territory. So good position here for the offense of the Carroll Tigers. Led by Carter Eslick. Behind him it'll be Cooper Ludwig. We'll see Chase Regaller back there a little bit also. Let's see if the Tigers can do what they said. Scoreless contest, 10-11 to play in the first quarter. Line 2 backs up. Essick under center. He takes the snap, turns, gives to the second man through. Wow. Nothing going there for Regaller. He is stonewalled at the line of scrimmage.
And as Coach said, those 3 are everything in that. There was just nothing. They were trying some double teams and trying to do something to make a hole, and there was just no room with those 3 up front.
2nd down and 10. Maddox White comes out onto the field with the play. They'll come set. 2 receivers to the right. White and Heisterkamp. Tight end tight to the left side of the formation. Running back to the right. They turn. Essick wants to throw it. It's a little loop pass out to Regaller. He catches it. He's on the run. He's at the 35. Lowers his shoulder, and he'll be tackled at the 34-yard line for a first down. Nice little float pass out there to the Regaller, and he did the rest with a 14-yard pickup.
Yeah, great call that time by coaches. Get Regaller out in space and let him use some speed against these guys. And you definitely see the wrestling background in the Creston guys, too, because they make those open field tackles there. Just going in there making perfect form tackles. That's all that wrestling moves.
1st and 10 from the 33. Ball set on the right hash. Schleisman wide to the right with Heisterkamp to his inside. Tight formation inside. Essick under center, turns, hands off again to Regaller. Regaller hit immediately. Falls forward for about a pickup of 2.
Yeah, I think they're going to have to maybe back them up a half a step. There was a gap to his left that he could have hit, but the running play was to his right. So they're going to have to try to read the gap, because the offensive lineman can make a hole, but they can't push him out of the way. You just got to read what's there.
Essick cleaning something out of his helmet after he went over and talked to Coach. Got back out there to the huddle. He got it out. 10 seconds on the play clock. Scoreless ball game, 8:17 to play. 2nd and 9 from the right hash. 2 receivers to the short side of the field. Essick goes with the hard count, turns, gives it to Ludwig. Coming back on the inside, handoff, and that's going to be a pickup of 4 over the left side.
That was 4 really tough yards. But what's Coach going to do here?
It'll be 3rd down and about 5.
See if they maybe try to go to the wide side this time with a little screen play or a little flare play and try to get their speed guys out into space, or look for a hammer. He's done a nice job of catching it lately.
Ball on the 28. Probably 4 down territory here for the Tigers.
I would think so. You're a little bit too far for a field goal.
2 receivers will split to the wide side on the left side. Hammer the lone man on the right side. Essick takes it. They want to run the option, and it is picked up immediately. And he is going to get maybe a yard. And they had read that perfect. They had a man on Regaller deep and a man waiting for Essick to come around the corner, and that's going to bring up 4th down and 5.
I don't know if you can play a run-pass type option thing any better than they did on that one. I mean, they were really disciplined and stayed right in their lanes.
It'd be interesting if there's a jump pass that goes with that, because the receivers did leak a little bit behind as they were coming up. So we'll see what the coaches have drawn up, maybe set up. But 4th and 5 for the Tigers.
Yeah, I think a fake, you're right, and pass it.
White to the right, Heisterkamp to the left. Here's the snap. Essick hands off in the middle, and Ludwig is hit hard. It looked like he was going to have a seam and get close, and he is brought down after a pickup of 1.
You don't see Cooper go backwards very often, and he was on dead run and stopped and went backwards. I don't know who hit him, but boy, he usually falls forward for at least 1 or 2.
So the Tigers will turn it over on downs. 1st and 10 with the ball on the 28-yard line now for Creston. Creston only went backwards their first possession. Lost 12 yards. The Tigers will try to do that again. Creston keeps everybody tight, but they do run a 3-receiver set. Everybody inside the hash, 1 man in motion left to right. That's Schaefer. They take the snap, fake the handoff, throw it to Schaefer, who came back across the backside, and there is wrestling him down. Good job by Jared Moore. He got there from the backside, and it's going to be a pickup of 12 and a 1st down, but it could have been a lot more.
That was a nice design play. They shifted off to the right, but brought the completely back across the line to the left. So they had it overloaded. Everybody overloads to that other side and had him one-on-one.
Ball on the left hash. Schaefer again in motion. He'll go to the right side of the formation as they work towards DMAC. Rolling out is Turner. He looks downfield. He's got a man. The ball is thrown up and almost picked off, but through the hands of Heisterkamp. He had it.
Yeah.
He got position, went up, had the ball, and couldn't bring it down as he lost it on the landing.
What a great job of playing defense there. He was all over it, cut that receiver off, and had it. But just couldn't control all the way down. And when he hit the ground, he lost it. So nice job playing defense, though.
Gavin Holt checks in for Noah Henners on this play on the front line.
Yeah, Henners' helmet came off, so he has to go out for a play.
Riesberg, Henners, Avalez, and Vanderheiden are your front 4. Regaller, Ludwig, and Polking the linebackers. Here's the snap. They'll hand it off this time, trying to find a seam. He sneaks through, steps out of a tackle, and it's a pickup of 10. They'll give him 11. On the run for Hayes.
Yeah, there's quite a few Tigers there that had him, but just not able to finish that tackle. Almost had him from the backside as well, but nice job of running.
So quickly, Creston on the ball. They look over, get it. This time they'll spread the receivers. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Lone man in the backfield's Hayes. Turner takes the snap. He wants to air this one up. He's got a man down the sideline.
Nice
he might have caught it and stayed in. They say he did.
Holy cow. That was a Willie Mays catch. Over the shoulder. Beautiful.
Planted his feet, got the catch at the 20, so it's a 28-yard pass play.
Maddox White was in really good position for that, but he never turned. He just kept running, went right over his shoulder, and he caught it.
I think that was Dryden on the catch.
What a great catch.
So quickly, Creston back at it. 1st and 10 from the 20. Fake the handoff, throw the quick screen over. White was right there with the receiver, but again, a pickup of 12, maybe 13, as this time they hit Brandon Briley.
Yeah, White's in a good spot, but they're just running those quick slants there. There's nothing really you can do. It's unless you try to jump it.
Creston not wasting any time. 26 seconds on the play clock. 3 receivers to the right. They want to throw again. They fake the throw. Now he pulls it down. He sees a seam, and he is going to run into the end zone as he's hit at the line. Touchdown, Creston. Turner runs it in. from about 7 yards out.
Yep. Yeah, nice decision that time. I mean, everybody was covered. He pulled it down, and the Tigers recognized it just a little bit too late and hit him pretty hard, but right at the goal line, he's able to fall in.
So they line up for 2. Now everybody changes spots. The tee comes out of the pants of the wide receiver.
I don't know if I've ever seen that before.
Something new. I was wondering what he was. I thought he was putting some gloves away.
Didn't know that was.
And now we've got a flag.
I didn't know that was legal to carry a tee out like that, but okay.
I don't know what he was doing.
Got a flag. Must be on Carroll. So now they're going for 2, it looks like.
So encroachment.
So the guy with the tee went running out. They tossed the tee this time. So unless they have another one stuck in somebody's pants, I'm pretty sure they're going for 2.
Turner, lone man in the backfield, 3 receivers to the left. He'll take the snap, roll that way. He's got a big guy out in the corner, and they throw it up and over, and the 2-point conversion is good. So after the penalty, they go for 2. It is Creston 8, Carroll 0. 5:06 to play in the first quarter here from the Carroll Football Stadium. We're back in 1 minute on KCIM.
Midwest Wholesale is your local building products headquarters. We have everything you need for your smaller home improvements to the building of your home or commercial building. We pride ourselves on giving you top-notch service, quality products with competitive prices. So whether you're a do-it-yourselfer, a contractor, or you just need a little help on a project, Midwest Wholesale is a one-stop resource for all your building needs. Midwest Wholesale, how you want it, when you want it, where you want it, we deliver.
St. Anthony Regional Hospital, the regional leader in healthcare, dedicated to improving the health of the people they serve. At St. Anthony Regional Cancer Center, you'll find the convenience of cancer and oncology consultation and treatment in one convenient location. At St. Anthony Clinic, you'll find a team of doctors and nurses that care about you and your family's health. St. Anthony Clinic is devoted to comprehensive healthcare for people of all ages. For every stage of life, always look to the cross. Always St. Anthony.
Will take the touchback. Start at their own 20, trailing 8-0, and it's time to see if they can't get this offense rolling. It might be one of the biggest chances for the defense to stay off the field if they can just put long, sustained drives together. Could be the best defense tonight for them.
I agree, and they might have to do like Creston did there. If Creston went away from the run, hit Carroll with some passes, Carroll may have to open this thing up a little bit so that they can try to run. Try to get them worn out a little bit, running around, trying to chase the receivers.
Split backs in the backfield. 2 receivers to the right. Essick under center. Takes the snap. Hands off to Regaller. Wants the corner. Got it. Slips one tackle. He bounces off another man. He's out across the 35. Plants his feet. Dives forward for 2 more. That'll put him to the 37. A pickup of 17 for Regaller.
Yeah, and he's just so dangerous when he gets out in space. He's such a good runner. And nice first down to keep that chains moving. Try to flip the field here a little bit, but nothing else. You know, you're right. Burn clock and see if you can't get a score here.
So 1st and 10 with the ball at the 38. Inside Carroll territory. Tigers down by 8.
Nice crowd here tonight.
Doesn't look like there's much of a hurry for Essick to give the play call either. So they're using a bit of the play clock. Down to 7 as they come set. Essick under center. 3 seconds on that clock. Here's the snap. Hand to Regaller left side who's hit in the backfield. One thing is when you let the play clock run down, they know you're going to snap the ball. They're pretty close to 1, and it's a loss of 3 this time.
Yeah, nice job there with them being able to shoot the gap. It's amazing how fast they went through.
Glad to have you here in the Gatorade broadcast booth. Distributed by Pepsi Beverages and Carroll Gatorades helps athletes fuel, recover, and perform. Tom Hawkamp with Jeff Honnold here on the call. As the Tigers taking on the 5th-ranked Panthers of Creston. Tigers come set on the ball. Two receivers to the right. They'll put a man in motion. That's Regaller. He's deep. They want to run the option to the short side of the field. They give it to Regaller. He's hit at the line of scrimmage. Maybe picks up one.
They do a great job of pursuing side to side as well. Big 99 was over there. You know, that's their Max Chapman. He's a senior, 6 foot 260, but he was all the way out here to the side too. And Regaller's quick, so you know, he said he wasn't a big 100-yard runner guy, but he can run side to side pretty fast.
So Chapman, 6'4", 260-pound end. And then they've got a 6 foot 210 freshman at nose guard and a 6 foot 205-pound senior at the other end. They play that 3-4 looking defense. Right now it looks more like a 3-5 with two safeties back, and Essex just has to get rid of this one as the pressure was there immediately from Jackson Kerr. So it'll go incomplete, and a 4th and 10 will probably see the punting team.
I would think so, and that was boy, that was quick. He shot the gap, and you're right. Essex basically had time just to loft it over their heads and try to get it out there. But there's just there wasn't anybody slowing him down.
That three-man front's always tough to figure out where the double team needs to go if you're going to try to do that. And you got to watch that inside gap, and this time somebody able to sneak by. Tigers will punt it away. The snap is good. Kick is up. And an end-over-end kick going to bounce at the 29, roll into the hands of the return man who's taking it over the right side. Regaller trying to chase him down. We've got a flag, probably a block in the back where it's thrown. 34-yard line is where he is tackled.
Yeah, Reesburg just went flying. So the only way it makes sense that way is he got hit in the back and just shoved that way.
Vanderheiden with the tackle. Finally able to corral.
Yeah, usually when you see a guy go flying in the air, it's usually the blindside block or block in the back they didn't see coming.
Illegal block in the back is the call on Creston. So they'll give away 10 yards on that return. So the ball now moved back to the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 for Creston. They leave by 8. First drive was a 4 and out. Second drive, they marched down the field for a touchdown and 2-point conversion. They lead 8-0, 2:30 to play in the first quarter. This time wide open down the middle of the field is Brennan Hayes. Nobody within 15 yards of him. He's going to run into the end zone for a 75-yard touchdown pass.
Somebody needed to cover him coming out of the backfield. Nobody touched the running back. He came through and was right open, 10 yards, 15 yards deep in Tiger territory and was gone.
Even the quarterback was afraid to overthrow him.
That's one of those bad
Set it down short, and he still had plenty of time.
There was a lot of people looking over to Coach Noggle and with their hands in the air like, who's that supposed to be? So there was definitely broken coverage there. Nobody had the running back.
They'll line up. T comes out of the pants.
Maybe he's worn out from doing that running. Maybe he'll miss the kick.
Hayes is the kicker. Snaps good. Ball is down. He chips it up and in. So the PAT is good. And it's quickly 15-0 Creston with 2:19 to play. That was one of the last things the Tigers needed was a quick hitter like that over the top. As this Creston team has shown to be explosive, and that's why they are in the top 5 and top 10 in all of the rankings that came out. We're going to step away for 30 seconds. Back with more football action on 1380 KCIM 95.1 FM.
Hi. For almost 150 years, Roselle Mutual has been insuring homes, farms, and so much more in Carroll and the surrounding communities. We offer outstanding coverage whether you need it for your shiny new car, your next ATV ride in the trails, or boating day on the water, or you're looking to put better protection on your family home and farm. Roselle Mutual and Grinnell Mutual are here to provide you with expertise, exceptional service, and quality insurance for all of your needs. For commercial, farm, home, and auto insurance, give us a call today at 792-4525. Roselle Mutual, proudly insuring the area since 1876.
So So Creston set to kick off after the quick strike. One play, 75-yard touchdown, Turner to Hayes, and they lead 15-0. And the Tigers bring out the special teams. They could use a spark here if they'll leave it in. Hayes to kick again. He put the last one in the end zone. This one off of his foot. It's a low line drive. Going to go right to Regaller at the 5. They're going to run a reverse. Coming back up the middle and out to the 25. Good hustle there as Regaller handed it off to Christian Taylor. So the Tigers will start 1st and 10 from the 25, 2:13 to play in the first quarter.
Taylor had a nice burst there. It's nice to see he's got a little speed. So, got to the 25. That's better than the 20. So we're in good position now. See if we can find something that works. A couple of outside plays with Regaller right now has been about the only thing the Tigers have working for them. So see if they can maybe get something going, get Ludwig going here somehow, maybe on the outside.
Essick took some extra time to visit with Coach Roeder before he went out. Meets with his team, and they'll separate. 2 receivers to the left. One of them Schleisman. One of them's Heisterkamp. The back split in the backfield. Tight end tight to the right side. They'll turn. Essick wants to run, and he can't. Everybody's there. They have everybody up in the box. Even the safeties came up and played pressure coverage on the outside so that they could send the extra pressure on the run blitz.
Yeah, they're just selling out. They're saying that we don't believe Carroll can run the ball or can throw the ball. So we're gonna send them all. So be interesting to see now. Is Carroll going to try to loosen them up here with some passes, some quick passes?
The problem is you got to get it done so fast.
You got to go quick.
The way they're coming through.
You got to be faster in 3 seconds.
So that 3-4 is up front. They'll keep a cornerback in on the side. Essick takes the snap, hands it off to Ludwig. Ludwig trying to sneak his way through. He thought he saw a seam to his left, curled back in, and that seam closed up rather quickly. A pickup of 3 for Cooper Ludwig.
It was the right idea. There was definitely a seam there, but boy, they closed, and there was pursuit from the backside. I mean, they just swarmed to the ball. They're a really, really good defensive team.
3rd down and 11. Ball at the 24-yard line.
Somehow you got to try to use their aggressiveness against them because they are very aggressive to the ball. So maybe if you can pull a screen out, if that would work, if you can give yourself enough time, but I'm not sure the Tigers can hold them out that long. Maybe call timeout here. You got 5 to go.
Essick split 2 receivers to the left, and now there's the timeout. Essick went out. He got called back. It looks like there was maybe a change in play call, and then that sent him out there a little late.
Just about snapped it before Coach Rowe called timeout.
Timeout on the field. Creston leads the Carroll Tigers 15-0 with 38 seconds left here in the first quarter. We're back in 30 seconds on 1380 KCIM 95.1 FM.
One of the best kept secrets in Carroll is JP Flooring. I was looking to replace the floor in a couple rooms at home. It can be super overwhelming with all of the options available. I popped by JP Flooring and was super surprised and impressed with the showroom and selection. I had no idea how extensive their product lines were. They have a designer on staff that helped me narrow down what I was looking for. When you change your floors, it changes the whole character of a room. I used their product visualizer and could literally see in advance what the styles would look like in my room. I totally recommend JP Flooring in Carroll.
Friday Night Football from the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages in Carroll. Gatorade helps athletes fuel, recover, and perform. Tom Hawkap with Jeff Honnold as the Tigers host the Panthers. It's the Panthers 15, Tigers 0. 3rd and 11 for the Carroll Tigers after the timeout. 3 receivers to the left. Essick the lone man. They send 4. They pick up the blitz. Essick has time, throws to his man. He kind of short-armed it, trying to lead him away from the back defender. And it falls incomplete. I think he had the right idea. Yep. Maybe the receiver and him weren't on the same page out there.
Kind of threw that like a lawn dart. He was trying to guide that more than he threw it. But you're right. It's the right idea, the right play call. They had the guy open. They had a chance for the first down there. But, the other problem is he's been getting hit so often, so fast. I think he was waiting for that shot to come in as well. So,
lawn darts have been outlawed long enough. Some people don't even know what they are.
Yeah, see, that's wrong. You got to bring them back.
Tigers to punt. The snap is good. The kick is up. It's a spiraling end-over-end kick.
Oh, nice.
Caught and a great tackle. Again, hustling down was Heisterkamp. Put his shoulder in right as the receiver caught the ball. Laid him out, and that's how you like to see your punt coverages.
Just perfect timing there. If you catch him half a second earlier, you probably get a fumble out of that. But a really good job of being there right on time and getting a good tackle.
So now it'll be up to the defense to slow things down. They stopped him the first drive, and then it was 2 straight drives of scoring for Creston.
In the old days, that'd have been catch interference stuff.
There's no halos anymore.
I know. They had it in our day. I don't like it.
Turner takes the snap, throws it over the middle. He's got his man again, and off to the races he goes. Briley is gone. 57-yard touchdown on the quick slant as he caught it, had one man to beat, and did it.
Schleichman was there on the coverage, tried to knock the ball away, and then when he didn't, he tried to tackle him and wasn't able to, and then he just outran everybody that time. It's a quick slant pass to the tight end, basically, and just gone.
So 2 one-play drives puts us at 21-0 pending the extra point. They set up for the extra point here. Snap's good. Kick is up. And also good. So 22-0. Creston leads Carroll. We're back in 30 seconds on 1380 KCIM.
Napa is your trusted source for automotive parts, accessories, and know-how for your car.
Best full-service scrap facility. Whether you are looking to sell scrap iron, vehicles, or batteries, or you need to locate that difficult-to-find part for your vehicle, they have what you need. And if it isn't in stock, they can locate it with their nationwide parts database, or you can pull it yourself at their You Pull It. Quant Auto Salvage. They sell the best and recycle the rest on Kitty Hawk Avenue in Carroll.
Things couldn't have started much worse for the Carroll Tigers. Well, started off well on the first series, but the last 2 times Creston has had the ball, it was one play, one. And that's one thing the Tigers are going to have to shore up in that secondary.
Yeah, and that's what Coach talked about earlier, that, they had to watch out for the pass. And they're such a big team, you expect them to run, and the Tigers were selling out on run. And, boy, if they break contain, they're gone. And that's what's going on. They just broke through, and there's just nobody back there to stop them.
Turner is 5 of 6 passing for 185 yards and 2 touchdowns here in the first quarter. Creston to kick off again, this time high end-over-end kick. Regaller will camp under at the 11. They'll fake the reverse this time. Regaller sees a seam. He's out to the 30. He'll be brought down at the 32-yard line. So the return game has been good, gotten them some extra yards. Now the offense has to come out and do some work with 8 seconds left in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can see why Creston's ranked. They're solid in all aspects of this game, but defensively, that front 3 has really controlled the Tiger offense, and then all they have to do is blitz 1 or 2 of those guys in the linebacker spot, and it makes it miserable for us.
Tigers break the huddle, come set with 17 seconds on the play clock. Essick with 1 man to his right, 2 receivers split to the right. They'll put Regaller in motion across the formation. Essick wants to throw, finds Heisterkamp in the middle. He juggled it, then caught it, turned and ran, picked up about 15 on the pass play.
Yeah, and that's they're just going to have to try to loosen them up with the pass here. Nice job that time. Wasn't a clean catch, but you're able to make it, and that'll do the quarter.
So Heisterkamp with the catch and the first down. First quarter's in the book here at the Carroll Football Stadium. It's 22-0 Creston over Carroll. We're back after this 1-minute timeout on 1380 KCIM.
Thank you for calling Brinks Exteriors. This is Allie.
Hi, we recently had a
and reliability, both in their homes and places of work. Dries Company will be there to meet these challenges, whether we are designing a new system or servicing your existing equipment. We are a rapidly growing company that strives to meet and exceed all your expectations. No matter if you are looking to buy new appliances or need the help from one of our certified technicians, we are here for you. We pride ourselves in our installation and service. Dries Company, servicing the Carroll area since 1933.
Crack of the bat. At Motor Inn of Carroll, we love our high school sports, and we love the opportunity to support sports teams for Motor Inn of Carroll.
So the teams flip sides. Now the Tigers work right to left as they head towards DMAC here at the Carroll Athletic Field. Tigers trailing 22-0, trying to get something going. Essick with plenty of time sets his feet, lobs this one out to the right side to Hammer. That's an 11-yard pickup.
Yeah, nice job again. They're getting these passes. And Essick, this is the stuff I saw. He throws a decent ball, has good decisions, and he's got some pretty good receivers. So see if you can get the ball moving here, and just, you're building for districts. I mean, you want to win this game, but you got to get some momentum going here, and feel good about going into next week for sure.
Well, now you're even to the point where you just got to get some momentum going in this game here in the second quarter and get this crowd fired back up. Essick stands in the backfield, one back to his right side. He'll turn, hand it off to Ludwig. Ludwig sees a seam, lowers his shoulder, barrels through a Panther, and he'll be across. Well, they'll mark him at the 35, so a pickup of 7.
And those passes now is back those guys out of the box. So they're not stacking the box. So now let's get some running lanes there. So nice job, Coach Rowe, of changing things up a little bit, getting some passes in there to loosen that up a little bit for the run game.
That linebacker might have thought he stepped in front of a semi right there.
Well, that's why I was so shocked before when Ludwig went backwards. You just don't see him go backwards very often. And that first drive, he got hit hard.
Second down and 3 with the ball on the 35. A receiver split each way. Ludwig, the lone man in the backfield. Regaller off the line on the right side. Here it is, Ludwig. He uses his patience. Now sees a seam. He pops forward out to the 26. And a nice pickup of 9 for Cooper Ludwig.
There you go. And then he ran a guy over. He looked for people to run into. So number 7, Walters for Creston, getting a scolding from the referee. He had an extra shove at the end of it, and I don't know if he said something or what, but the referee now he's having another conversation with another guy out there. So they're not going to take much static, it looks like.
10 minutes to play in the first half, 22-0 Creston. The Tigers are driving. They have the ball on the 26. They'll hand off to Ludwig on the front side. He'll dive across the 26 to the 25. It's a pickup of 1.
Yeah, they did a run blitz on that one. They assumed Carroll was going to run, and they sent the farm. So see if Coach Rowe throws a pass in here now since they're throwing the farm at him.
Heisterkamp taps his head for a breather. That'll bring Christian Taylor into the ball game. The 5'9", 150-pound senior. He's got some speed out on the right side. Schleisman comes in late too. 10 seconds on the play clock as they break the huddle. Schleisman to the left side. To the right side goes Taylor. Essick takes the snap, hands off to Ludwig. Ludwig, again, speeds around that right corner, lowers his shoulder, and they will give him 6.
Yeah, just a couple yards short there. Maybe about 3 short, but nice job of running. And it's amazing how fast those holes are closing up. I mean, they just warm to the ball. Nice job of defense.
Now Cole Miller sprints out the play to Essick. So it'll be 3rd down and about 3 yards. We'll call it 2.5. Can the Tigers sustain the drive? 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Ludwig in the backfield, It's a quick pass out to Regaller. He's one-on-one. He wants to get out to the corner. He does so, fights through the horse collar and gets to the 11. That'll be a first down on the 8-yard pickup.
Nice job out of number 15 to let go of the horse collar. He had him, was dragging down, but let it go before he hurt Regaller. But nice job that time, Regaller in space, being able to break it through. But again, nice job of knowing that you're doing something that can potentially hurt somebody. Gave that up and didn't pull him all the way down with that.
1st and 10 for the Carroll Tigers from the 11. Hammer tight to the right side. 2 receivers to the left. Regaller's the man in the middle. Ludwig, the lone man in the backfield with Essick. Essick pulls it up, wants to throw it to Hammer. It's behind Hammer, and it's almost picked off twice. Luckily, it'll fall incomplete. He had Hammer on the front side. The throw a little behind him, and the safety unable to get the interception, which allows Carroll to live another down here.
And Hammer just about pulled that down as well. So, he stayed there fighting his way through it. So, nice job of fighting his way through, but had a chance there.
I think Essick rushed the pass because he saw Hammer get that step. That caused him to throw it just a little late. Regaller to split back to the left side. Ludwig, the lone man in the backfield. Here comes the blitz. They'll throw it out right side. Regaller gets hit immediately. Maybe a gain of a yard on the play.
Essex pass complete to Regaller. No gain. Tackle by number 7.
That was, the same play they've been running, trying to get Regaller the ball in space. And nice job of reading that time by the defense and just came up and made that tackle.
Be interesting to see if you see one of those backpedaling screen passes come in later in the ball game, the way this Creston defense just wants to get to Essex so bad.
That's what I think so. I think you're going to have to try to use their aggressiveness against them somehow because they're really coming.
3rd and 10. Schleisman and Heisterkamp to the right. Essick rolls that way, lobs this one out to Regaller, had a spin to catch it behind him, makes a man miss. He'll lower his shoulder, he's down to the 6. It's a pickup of 5, brings up 4th and 5.
There's their big 99, their 6'5" guy out there chasing that down from behind even. So, he's, for a big feller, he really is mobile and stays after it. Got to go for this.
So it'll be 4th down and 5 from the 6. So they can still get a first down without the touchdown.
They tried to run it last time when they had short yardage like this and wasn't able to get there. You almost have to think a pass outside again, don't you?
Maddox, White, and Heisterkamp will split to the left side. Regaller's on the right side. They'll go under center with Essex with Ludwig behind him. They're going with the hard count, and there's the flag and a delay of game.
They're going to try to kick one? Yep, they're going to kick one.
So the Tigers take the delay of game. We're hoping for the offsides.
Yep, so now I think they're going to go ahead and kick. Yep, there they go.
So Polking will come out to kick.
This is definitely in his range.
28-yard field goal.
So the ball come off the 18, so it's a 28-yard field goal.
Yeah,
now
it's going to be longer because they had too many guys in the huddle.
Actually, 1, 2, 3.
They just ran a guy off.
Oh, yep, there was. I couldn't see one of the guys on the line up there. I thought maybe they ran a guy off without needing to.
Now you're 10 yards deeper than you were, so.
It's a 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, but you were 5. You took 5 for delay of game.
Yep.
So.
3 penalties, 15 yards. So now the ball sent at the 22, so it goes for a 32-yard field goal attempt for Polking. The snap was high. They get it down. He puts his leg into it. It's got the distance, and it stays to the right side as they'll miss the field goal.
Just pushed that off to the right. Never came back. So the Tigers right now just not getting anything to go their way.
So chance for points there, unable to capitalize, but a great offensive drive by the Tigers as they were able to move the ball down the field. Now the defense is going to come out, and they're going to have to find a way to settle down this Creston team who has scored rather quickly a couple times tonight.
Yeah, their last 2 drives have been one-play drives. So they did a nice job the first time of stopping them and then slowing them down the second one, but the last 2 have been a little rough.
So almost a 5-man front for the Tigers. Creston will move their tight end to the right side along with the receiver. Fake the handoff. They got a man wide open down the middle again. It's going to be a foot race. Is there any chance Moore will catch him? Does not look like it as the receiver cuts in there to block it. And that is going to be a touchdown.
Wow.
As they hit the same play to Carson Reich, the 5'9", 160-pound senior.
They do a nice job of shifting and moving guys around right before the snap, which really is confusing this Tiger defense. And this is 3 plays in a row now where nobody's covered, or 2 plays that they haven't covered the guy at all, but 1-play drives. And Coach Nagel is just beside himself right now.
So that's an 80-yard pass. 265 yards through the air already for Creston. 3 one-drive touchdown plays. And the Tigers missed the field goal and then go down 29-0 on the next play. We're going to step away 1 minute, back with more Carroll Tiger football. You're listening to 1380 KCIM.
From footings to framing to finish. For farm, home, or commercial, for more than 90 years, Wall Lake Lumber Company has been proud to help our communities grow. With 4 convenient locations and one of the largest building material inventories in the area, we are sure to be able to fill all your building needs. From project design and estimating to friendly advice, we can't wait to be part of the process for you. Wall Lake Lumber, with locations in Wall Lake, Lakeview, Odebolt, and Carroll. We're not your grandpa's lumberyard.
Everyone achieves more. We all enjoy a snack and a drink when cheering for our favorite team. When finished, be a team player. Put your bottles and cans in the recycle bin and your empty food packaging in the trash. Visit
Life's better when you're under our roof. That's because our expert agents will make you feel totally protected with the right auto and home coverage at the right price. Also, you can enjoy the dreams you've worked so hard to achieve. American Family Insurance.
Three drives that were one-play touchdown drives for Creston have really. And here they'll kick off. It's a high end-over-end kick to Regaler. He fakes the handoff and keeps it. Trying to get around the corner. He does. He's at the 25. He'll be pushed out at the 30. We're going to have a flag for a late hit. He was well on the white when the last guy jumped on the pile.
Absolutely. That was, it wasn't malicious. It was a good tackle, but the first guy had him out of bounds, and the second guy's tackling. And they swarmed to the ball, so I can understand how it happened, but you got to know where you're at. You can't tackle like that. Now the offense has to do something because the defense is reeling right now, and this is strange for a Carroll Tiger team to be just losing assignments like this on defense. And I know you've got some young guys playing, and you got some people that aren't usually out there, but usually they play good assignment defense. And one of the things Coach Rose hung his hat on, and I know Coach Nagel is really beside himself on the defensive side. So get something going here again on offense, maybe get a score here before half, and get yourself feeling a little better about this game.
So the Tigers will break. Ball on the left hash. They work right to left towards DMAC here at the Carroll Athletic Stadium. One receiver split wide each way, one man in the backfield. They'll turn, hand it off to Ludwig. Ludwig trying to find that seam. Picked up a couple yards before he got turned backwards. They'll say 3 yards on the carry for Ludwig, who's got 34 yards on 8 carries tonight.
Oh, and Ludwig's coming out. He's got a shoulder stinger or something going on there.
So when Ludwig comes out, that sends in Carter Smith.
And that's the last thing they need is another Tiger injury here. We need all of our players going. Looks like it's just a stinger where your arm goes numb. He's not really working on anything right now. It's a bad feeling. You just lose all feeling in that arm.
So 2nd down and 7 for the Tigers with the ball at midfield. Essex stands in the shotgun, takes the snap. Blitz comes from the right side. Essex pulls it up. He's got a man in the middle and unable to hit up again. He threw it behind Schleisman. And good sportsmanship here as the safety Haynes knew he put a hit on Schleisman. He was checking to make sure he was all right and help him up.
Yeah, really.
Schleisman got turned in the air. Haynes was trying to tackle him, kind of got him in the back, just made sure he was good.
Yep. Yeah, it wasn't anything malicious. And Essex really was scrambling for his life there, tried to throw it on the run and just not able to put that ball quite where he wanted to for Schleisman. Schleisman had to step on his guy. Their reads are good. The guys are getting themselves open. The reads are good, just not able to finish right now.
3rd down and 7 for the Tigers. Heavy to the left side. Regaller pops out. Essex stops. He's just going to air this one up. It's going to be a jump ball. Who's going to come down with it? Nobody. It looked like Heisterkamp was going to have a chance at it. Then one of the Creston players, and then maybe White was going to have a chance at it out there. And then one of them just kicked it up into the air, and nobody had a chance.
Yeah, that was a safety just hanging back there. And that was that play we talked about where maybe you look at running outside here and faking it, doing your option, and then pulling it back out and throwing it. We had 2 guys down the same area, but the safety they were too close to each other. The safety did a nice job of covering both of them.
Essex kind of had to float that ball up as he was about to take a hit. So the Tigers will punt this one away. Change in protection up there, and then a timeout called.
Yeah, they were going to run out of time.
Mason Stitz didn't like what he saw coming from the right side. He was trying to get his protection changed up. The coach ran out of timeout.
Yeah, coach is looking for bodies here. He might be changing what he's thinking. He's talking to Essex. They surely wouldn't go for this, would they? 4 minutes to go.
I wonder if they're just trying to get a little better protection out there for this kick. They went with one bigger guy I saw swap them with. So maybe they're just trying to get a little tighter protection and a directional punt here to pin Creston back deep.
They swapped a couple guys out here. I'm not sure exactly what they were looking at there. We'll see.
4:26 to play in the first half. Creston 29, Carroll 0. 4th down and 7. Again, Stitz lines up to kick this one away. No changes this time. He'll put a boot into it. It's a wobbling kick that's taken a weird hop, and the Tigers tried to grab it and couldn't, and they will now. Down it at the 21.
Yeah, he was getting rushed. I don't know if he rushed the kick there or he just missed it. It almost looked like it hit him, clear up in the shin the way that came off there. But see if the Tigers can settle down here on defense. They did such a good job that first drive, and then the last 3 have just been one-play drives, and that's got to stop. We got to make them sustain something here. So see if the Tigers can figure out the shifting and where they're pulling guys from.
And only one of them really a deep pass. The other 2 kind of quick hitters up the middle. Seam routes and wide open. 4:15. Creston leads by 29, and they have the ball back. Here's the snap. Turner hands this one off to Hayes. Hayes wants to sprint around the left side. He gets to the corner. He's stumbling before he's pushed out of bounds after a pickup of what looks to be 13 yards.
And that's what you would expect at 29-0. Now you would expect them to want to run it and try to keep as much clock moving as possible. You don't really need to throw it and show anybody in your district what you're capable of.
2 receivers to the right. They never huddle. Creston's on the ball again. They're actually missing a man. They're going to hustle another guy out. He gets the play as he runs by. It's actually Reich, the guy who caught the pass last time. Now he's going to sprint back across the formation with 4 seconds. And here's the handoff again to Hayes. He makes the snap. There's a flag out on the play. Hayes cuts back inside. He's across the 50. He'll be brought down at the 46-yard line, but this should be bringing it back. We'll wait and see what the official call is.
They shifted 2 guys there and then ran to that side, but that's a hold he shows.
On the run by Hayes, tackled by number 50.
So it goes down as a 10-yard penalty, but really it's more like a 35-yard penalty.
Yeah, that's you could see the Carroll linemen get really turned around. So, maybe that's why the holes have been so big. But they do a good job of shifting right at the last minute, so it makes it tough for you to get your defense set up on them.
3:55 to play in this first half. 29-0 Creston. They have the ball, 1st and 20 from the 25. Turner takes the snap. He's going to be hit in the backfield and sacked at the 19-yard line. That's a loss of 6.
Caden Malroff on that one. Nice job of coming through and making a good tackle out there.
Turner, 3 carries for negative 10 yards and a touchdown run.
A couple sacks, though. We like those.
Clock ticking away here on the first half. 2nd and 27. Turner fakes it. They fake the reverse now. Throw it out wide to the right side.
Nice
Briley
tackle.
catches it, puts his feet down. That's going to be a pickup of 7.
White doing a nice job of staying with him, making that tackle.
They had a lot of motion going on in that backfield.
They are confusing. You have to stay eye disciplined on the defense. I mean, they've got stuff moving. They've got fakes going here and there. They've got guys pulling. You have to stay on your key or you're going to get lost.
Turner rolls to the right, wants to throw it back. They do have the screen set up to Hayes. It was red, and one of the Tigers shake off. Hayes is off to the races with blockers in front of him. He's got one man to beat, and that's Schleisman. Schleisman's going to step in front of him and tackle him at the 8-yard line.
Yeah, Polking had him and just not able to hold on. Set that screen up well. 3 or 4 blockers out there. Everybody else was over here to the right. They sent it back to the left, and Polking had a chance but not able to make that tackle, and then he was off to the races.
So quickly to the line they go now.
They really did a nice job of taking everybody and all your eyes and all your discipline to the right and went back left with it.
Creston, little shovel pass forward this time.
Nice job.
Nothing cooking there for Trapp, as he is knocked down at the line of scrimmage.
Maloff on the tackle again. Nice job of staying disciplined there. Just a tough team to read. They're constantly moving and shifting and then doing misdirections. You got to really stay home.
3 receivers to the left. 1 man in motion right to left across the formation. Turner takes the snap, rolls to his left.
He's got him.
He's got a man short. And now he's trying to stay in bounds. He's going to step out of bounds after a pickup of about 2.
That's good for the Tigers because they had the guy short, as you said, about the 4-yard line, and he didn't take it. And not sure why he was looking for a touchdown rather than the first down.
Cale Turner, quarterback keeper.
So now this is the first time Creston's really slowed down, but clock stopped going out of bounds. They're all looking over, getting the play from the sideline. And there's a penalty in there. That's what we're waiting for.
Missed that one. That had to be thrown all the way to the other side. I didn't see that. Yep, the guy's putting away there. I did not see that out there, so it must have been illegal hands to the face or something.
It's an 11-yard penalty, whatever it was. And it was on Trapp. Now we've got a timeout called by Creston. So Creston wants to talk it over with 1:16 left. It'll be 2nd down and 18. 2nd and goal from the 18. We're back in 1 minute on KCIM.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business, from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
DePaco Credit Union strengthens your well-being. Build strong communities. Because when our members love life, It makes a brighter community for all. DePaco can help you be well.
Man, could not have done it by myself.
Yeah, one-on-one coverage. He just ran away from White. He did a slant or did a post move, and White wasn't able to keep up with him speed-wise. And White open, threw it low, had a chance for it to bounce, but nice catch.
So the penalty actually kind of helps him out. It gave him a little room to work with.
We're gonna go for 2.
Yeah, here comes the tee out of the pants.
I'm surprised that's legal.
Well, maybe it subs as a secondary protection deal down there.
Maybe.
Kick is up and good.
Brandon Hayes' extra point is up and good.
And that puts us at 36-0, Creston over Carroll. We're back after a 30-second timeout. You're listening to high school football action on 1380 KCIM 95.1 FM.
Motor Inn of Carroll is your hometown team for all of your sales, service, parts, and collision needs all season long. From the helpful sales staff to the area's best service department, Motor Inn of Carroll has the expertise that you need to stay on the road and keep that auto investment looking good. From work to play, they have it all. Good luck to all the area teams from Motor Inn of Carroll.
Welcome back here to the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages in Carroll. Gatorade helps athletes fuel, recover, and perform. 36-0, Creston leads with 1:10 left here in the first half. Creston set to kick off. Hayes is the kicker. He's done a lot for him. He's just going to chip this one up to Regaller at the 10. They'll run the reverse, hand it off the right side, trying to find a seam, and he'll be out to the 27-yard line. Again, that's Christian Taylor. So they fake it 2 or 3 times, and they've handed it off a couple times.
Yeah, nice job that time, though. Taylor had an opening and burst through the hole, but again, a good tackling team comes in and just collapses on there. Well, let's see if the Tigers can get a drive going here with 1:02 to go. Get something going positive to go into halftime, so you have something to talk about. The defense did a better job. You know, again, 1 or 2 plays is what's getting them on that defensive play, but they're huge in touchdowns. So
the biggest thing is just getting out of the half without a turnover here late as Essex stands to the backfield, takes the snap. He's going to hand this one off up front, and that is Taylor in at the running back position.
Yep, Ludwig's here on the sidelines. I'm not sure if he's feeling all right or if he's just giving him a little bit of break.
Taylor picked up 2 yards.
Gain of 1 is going to bring up 2nd and 9 for Carroll.
Galler coming out now.
30 seconds to play in this first half. Essex watches the clock, takes the snap, hands it off again. This time, nothing going. Out of the 11 guys, 7 of them were in the box.
Yeah, and they're thinking like everybody else is. You know, it's just burn the clock up here, 9 seconds to go, and just get the tackle and get Carroll wants to get out here at the half. And that is the half.
So halftime, Creston leads Carroll 36-0 here at the Carroll Athletic Field. We'll step away. Coming up, it's the Roselle Mutual Insurance Halftime Show on 1380 KCIM. Back in 3 minutes.
This is Iowa, and Avela Bank has called Iowa home since 1870. With 17 locations across the state, we're proud to be part of your community. Right now, you can open an Avela Bank Simply Free checking account for you or your business and get a new debit card immediately. We'll even buy your old bank's unused checks. Stop by or visit us online to see how we're making better banking available for you. Avela Bank, member FDIC.
Classes as a freshman here, it gets him more prepared and gets them the transition from high school to college. It's very nice to have that.
Smaller campus, so it's a lot easier to know where you're going. It's hard to get lost here. And there's always a smiling face to help you if you don't know where you're going.
It's really nice to be able to get college credits to maybe go further degree or just use your auto program to go into the workforce right away.
Being a part of a team is not only fun, it can give our students a sense of identity and help them develop long-term relationships. This is Dr. Nate Luth, Next Generation Chiropractic. Student athletes, make sure you are taking care of your body before, during, and after the game. Proper warm-ups and cool-down are vital to staying on the field or court, and having regular chiropractic appointments can help reduce the risk of injury. Stay in the game by taking care of your body. Good luck to all area student athletes this season. Let's stay healthy and have fun.
Midwest Wholesale is your local building products headquarters. We have everything you need for your smaller home improvements to the building of your home or commercial building. We pride ourselves on giving you top-notch service, quality products with competitive prices. So whether you're a do-it-yourselfer, a contractor, or you just need a little help on a project, Midwest Wholesale is a one-stop resource for all your building needs. Midwest Wholesale, how you want it, when you want it, where you want it, we deliver.
St. Anthony Regional Hospital, the regional leader in healthcare, dedicated to improving the health of the people they serve. At St. Anthony Regional Cancer Center, you'll find the convenience of cancer and oncology consultation and treatment in one convenient location. At St. Anthony Clinic, you'll find a team of doctors and nurses that care about you and your family's health. St. Anthony Clinic is devoted to comprehensive healthcare for people of all ages. For every stage of life, always look to the cross. Always St. Anthony.
For almost 150 years, Roselle Mutual has been insuring homes, farms, and so much more in Carroll and the surrounding communities. We offer outstanding coverage whether you need it for your shiny new car, your next ATV ride in the trails, or boating day on the water, or you're looking to put better protection on your family home and farm. Roselle Mutual and Grinnell Mutual are here to provide you with expertise, exceptional service, and quality insurance for all of your needs. For commercial, farm, home, and auto insurance, give us a call today at 792-4525. Roselle Mutual, proudly insuring the area since 1876.
Home, farm, auto, or commercial insurance needs, visit Roselle Mutual. 92-45-25. At the half, it is Creston 36, Carroll 0. And really the difference in this ball game is Creston didn't waste any time scoring on 3 drives. 1 possession drives for touchdowns. There was a 75-yard pass, a 57-yard pass, and an 80-yard pass in consecutive offensive drives for Creston, and that just really spread this thing out and shows why they're a top 10 ranked team across the state.
Absolutely. And Carroll came out in that first drive, and Creston tried to run it 3 straight times, and Carroll did a nice job of stopping that. So in the next drive out, they hit a long pass and kind of worked their way down the field and scored. Then after that, it's just been one big play after another, and Carroll just hasn't had an answer. They're shifting late. They're moving guys around. They're moving, they'll roll out right, throw back, or roll out left, throw back right, or whichever way you want them to go. But they do a lot of movement, even in the backfield while the play's going on, to move your eyes. And the defense just not able to stay with that. Some of that's because they've got some young guys playing and what have you. But you got to stay eye disciplined as a defense. Know who your person is. And Carroll's just leaving. They're losing the guy, and the guy's getting wide open, and then they're gone.
They've had some luck getting pressure in there on Turner, and you've seen him be able to take advantage of that a couple of times. He's been sacked 3 times, only has the 1 touchdown run, so he's actually sitting at negative yards here at the half, but that's really the only bad thing that happened for the Panthers. Yeah. But the Tigers had the running game going a little bit. Yeah. They got down within the 6-yard line, took a delay of game, then an offensive penalty, and before you know it, you're trying to kick a 32-yard field goal instead of a 17-yard field goal.
Well, and they got the short field on that first possession and drove it down in there, and they tried to go for it on 4th down, and The one and only time I've ever seen Cooper Ludwig go backwards. He got met at the line of scrimmage and went backwards. So, this is a very, very disciplined defense on Creston. They're where they should be, and then they're really swarming to the ball. You don't have one person tackling. You have 2, 3, 4 guys, and that's opposite of Carroll right now. Carroll right now is trying to do it with one guy against Creston, and it's just not working. So, a really good defense with an explosive offense makes for a very good team.
So we'll have to see what kind of adjustments the Tigers can make against a tough team like this. It's a big uphill battle, but you have to just find some way to get momentum, make some corrections, and get ready as a start district contest next week. And they need to be prepared for that run as Creston. They get to host Harlan next week.
Yeah, that'll be a fun game to watch. But, 36-0. I mean, are you in the game? Sure. But you haven't shown anything here. So now, realistically, do you start looking at maybe holding some guys back, make sure you stay healthy? But, district play starts next week. You get some guys back off injury and off other things. And, you got to work on some things. You're going to see more of this type of stuff. So that district that Carroll's in is winnable. Definitely playoff. They definitely have a shot at playoffs in that district. It's kind of been all up and down. Carroll healthy is a really good team. Right now, Carroll's really beat up, banged up, and it's showing when you're playing a number 5 team and you're just not able to get things accomplished. So let's see them go to make some adjustments and go and kind of move forward there and see what they can do.
We're going to step away for 3 minutes, come back with more of the Roselle Mutual Insurance halftime show. We'll take a look at those first half stats and maybe some scores from around the area. You're listening to high school football action on KCIM 1380 AM 95.1 FM.
Carroll's watching on tablet. I saw this guy over here watching that pass that we missed.
Scoring a touchdown takes great effort and teamwork. Before you start passing, blocking, and running, get
Motor Inn of Carroll is your hometown team for all of your sales, service, parts, and collision needs all season long. From the helpful sales staff to the area's best service department, Motor Inn of Carroll has the expertise that you need to stay on the road and keep that auto investment looking good. From work to play, they have it all. Good luck to all the area teams from Motor Inn of Carroll.
This is Iowa, and Avela Bank has called Iowa home since 1870. With 17 locations across the state, we're proud to be part of your community. Right now, you can open an Avela Bank Simply Free checking account for you or your business and get a new debit card immediately. We'll even buy your old bank's unused checks. Stop by or visit us online to see how we're making better banking available for you. Avela Bank, member FDIC.
Classes as a freshman here, it gets him more prepared and gets them the transition from high school to college is very nice to have that.
Smaller campus, so it's a lot easier to know where you're going. It's hard to get lost here. And there's always a smiling face to help you if you don't know where you're going.
It's really nice to be able to get college credits to maybe go further degree or just use your auto program to go into the workforce right away.
Being a part of a team is not only fun, it can give our students a sense of identity and help them develop long-term relationships. This is Dr. Nate Luth, Next Generation Chiropractic. Student athletes, make sure you are taking care of your body before, during, and after the game. Proper warm-ups and cool-down are vital to staying on the field or court, and having regular chiropractic appointments can help reduce the risk of injury. Stay in the game by taking care of your body. Good luck to all area student athletes this season. Let's stay healthy and have fun.
Midwest Wholesale is your local building products headquarters. We have everything you need for your smaller home improvements to the building of your home or commercial building. We pride ourselves on giving you top-notch service, quality products with competitive prices. So whether you're a do-it-yourselfer, a contractor, or you just need a little help on a project, Midwest Wholesale is a one-stop resource for all your building needs. Midwest Wholesale. How you want it, when you want it, where you want it, we deliver.
St. Anthony Regional Hospital, the regional leader in healthcare, dedicated to improving the health of the people they serve. At St. Anthony Regional Cancer Center, you'll find the convenience of cancer and oncology consultation and treatment in one convenient location. At St. Anthony Clinic, you'll find a team of doctors and nurses that care about you and your family's health. St. Anthony Clinic is devoted to comprehensive healthcare for people of all ages. For every stage of life, always look to the cross. Always St. Anthony.
Leading the way. The Tigers were penalized 3 times for 15 yards. When you take a look at the stats for Creston, they didn't do a ton of running. They did a lot of passing, though. 10 of 11 passing for 336 yards, 8 rushes for 15 yards. So 19 total plays for them, 351 total yards. As, again, they had those 3 plays. Back-to-back possessions, 1-play drives for touchdowns, and they have jumped out to this 36-0 lead over the Carroll Tigers. The bad news for them is they have been penalized 4 times for 46 yards, but I do expect them to come out and plan on running the ball here a little bit more in this second half.
You know, Tom, interesting that all these teams now have Huddle, which is a I call it streaming app. Maybe it's where they can watch, they can stream their practices, they film everything, they can see it live now. So the booth next to us has the Creston coaches. They both have iPads on. I saw the Carroll players come down after the plays, and they'll look at it on iPad. And then you look over now at the Creston sidelines. They have a couple big screen TVs over there where they can take a peek at it and see. So technology has really changed the game. They can look and see where they maybe missed a block or what have you, or try to fix some things. So interesting to see how that is being used by different teams. Both teams have their cameras up on the end zones, and they also have another view up top. So both teams getting film live as they go.
Doing a look quick at some scores across the area. ACGC leads South Central Calhoun 14-7 at the half, so that's a fun one up there.
A big one.
Big battle with those two. Winterset over Atlantic 8-0. Kemper leads Roland Story 21-0. It's going to be a late night for Nick Brinks, as that one didn't kick off until 7:30.
That's going to be late.
Looks like 21-12 Riverside. East Sac trails Emmetsburg 14-3 at halftime, as we just trying to get caught up. Again, a big thanks to our friends out there giving us the scores on Twitter so we can try to keep up. But IKEA Manning trailing Riverside 21-12. Thought that's who was up there, but I wanted to verify it.
CRB is down to Cam 38-0 at half.
So tough one there for CRB. But here at the half, it's Creston 36, Carroll 0. The big thing for the Tigers, you got to come out, you got to show just a little bit of grit and show that you're ready for districts to start next week, no matter what the final is. Can you come out and win the last 2 quarters?
These games are not any fun. They're just not. They're not fun to be in as a Carroll Tiger. But you know what? You got to show. Now you got to show your toughness. You know, do you play football because you love it, or do you play it, just because you're winning? And I look for Carroll to come out here and do some things and really show their stuff and really kind of get things turned around here a little bit, especially defensively. I look for them to be a little more disciplined defensively, since they've had some time to talk about it.
We'll take a 2-minute break, come back with second half action. You've been listening to the Roselle Mutual Insurance Halftime Show on 1380 KCIM 95.1 FM.
For almost 150 years, Roselle Mutual has been insuring homes, farms, and so much more in Carroll and the surrounding communities. We offer outstanding coverage whether you need it for your shiny new car, your next ATV ride in the trails, or boating day on the water, or you're looking to put better protection on your family home and farm. Roselle Mutual and Grinnell Mutual are here to provide you with expertise, exceptional service, and quality insurance for all of your needs. For commercial, farm, home, and auto insurance, give us a call today at 792-4525. Roselle Mutual, proudly insuring the area since 1876.
One of the best kept secrets in Carroll is JP Flooring. I was looking to replace the floor in a couple rooms at home. It can be super overwhelming with all of the options available. I popped by JP Flooring and was super surprised and impressed with the showroom and selection. I had no idea how extensive their product lines were. They have a designer on staff that helped me narrow down what I was looking for. When you change your floors, it changes the whole character of a room. I used their product visualizer and could literally see in advance what the styles would look like in my room. I totally recommend JP Flooring in Carroll.
Family owned and operated since 1948, Quant Auto Salvage is the area's best full-service scrap facility. Whether you are looking to sell scrap iron, vehicles, or batteries, or you need to locate that difficult-to-find part for your vehicle, they have what you need. And if it isn't in stock, they can locate it with their nationwide parts database, or you can pull it yourself at their You Pull It. Quant Auto Salvage. They sell the best and recycle the rest on Kitty Hawk Avenue in Carroll.
People want and deserve more comfort, efficiency, and reliability, both in their homes and places of work. Dries Company will be there to meet these challenges, whether we are designing a new system or servicing your existing equipment. We are a rapidly growing company that strives to meet and exceed all your expectations. No matter if you are looking to buy new appliances or need the help from one of our certified technicians, we are here for you. We pride ourselves in our installation and service. Dries Company, servicing the Carroll area since 1933.
Here on 1380 KCIM. Don't forget, we're still looking for that pack of groceries from Market on 30 every week during the regular season this football season. Stop in Market on 30 and sign up to win the sack of the game. A winner will be announced every Tuesday morning on KCIM Sports Rewind between 9:30 and 10 o'clock. The Market on 30 in the BP Plaza. Kickoff by Creston is going to sail to the 5-yard line. They fake the handoff to Regaler. Around the corner comes Taylor. Taylor cuts back. He might have had a little bit more of a seam on the outside, but it'll be the 27-yard line for where they will start.
It's amazing how fast there. You could have drove a semi through the hole that he went to hit, and just like that, they closed it down. So you might have to go inside and come back out because they really pursue well.
Essex will trot back out there and get this offense going. 27-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
I see Ludwig's here still on the sideline, so it looks like they're going to rest him the rest of the game.
Came off with that shoulder stinger. At least that's what we hope the worst of it was. So in the backfield is Taylor, who stands to the left side of Essex. It's a read play. They'll give it to Taylor, and he gets to the line of scrimmage and maybe a yard more.
Yeah, Taylor's got some speed here. See if they can try to take advantage of that. He's a different style runner than Ludwig. Ludwig has speed, but he actually looks for people to hit. Taylor's going to look to maybe get around them with his speed. So maybe try to use more outside plays with him and Regaler now.
So he picks up a yard on the play. Play gets ran in from the sideline this time. 2 receivers to the left. White and Heisterkamp. Taylor, the lone man in the backfield with Essex. He drops back. It's a wide open blitz. Essex wants to stop up. The ball comes out. One of the linemen ends up with it. They're going to advance it for a couple yards.
Didn't see who caught that. 77. That's Minkin.
Well, if you got the ball, you might as well see what you can do with it.
Yeah, they spun Essex around. The ball came up in the air, and nice job out of Minkin. He grabbed it and just went forward and made positive yardage, so nice job.
So 3rd down and 6 with the ball on the 32. T. Schleisman brings the play out. Now he'll split wide to the left side with Heisterkamp. Hammer is the tight end on the right side of the formation. The split back to the left side. Essex drops back, wants to throw this one up and over. He's got his man, and that is going to be a nice pickup of about 10 yards as he finds Taylor on the little float pass.
Nice job of just leading him out there, and great job of Taylor catching that and then turning on the Jets. He got hammered right on the edge of the sidelines to knock him out of bounds, but got a first down, got something positive going. Nice job out of the line that time, giving Essex plenty of time to make that pass.
He took the hit and took about 4 steps in the air as he was going out.
Yeah.
1st and 10 for the Tigers from their own 41. Trips to the left of the formation, one man wide to the right. Blitz coming from the right side. They're going to run away from it.
Ooh.
Can Taylor get around the corner? Does not look like he'll be able to. Takes
1,
a
2,
big
3, 4,
hit.
5, 6, 7 guys. 7 guys on that one. That is amazing team tackling. That looks like my group of friends when you throw a rack of ribs out. I mean, they're just attacking it's you don't see that a lot in high school, but really nice job. I mean, you got 8, 9 guys chasing that ball all the time.
2nd down and 11 for the Tigers. White comes out, Schleisman goes in. Sometimes the run plays in with the wide receiver. Sometimes Essex goes over and gets the play call himself. Schleisman will be the wide out to the left side. Trips to the right side. Taylor stands in the backfield with Essex. They hand it off to him again, and he is hit immediately at the line of scrimmage.
And then big 99 comes in from behind as well. So Taylor's pretty quick, but 99's right there. So, Coach, I'm going to argue with you. He may run 11 flat 100. That kid can move.
That 3-man front has been solid so far for Creston, and they sneak up those linebackers. Sometimes it's been a 7-8-man front. They're not afraid to play mano a mano out on the outside.
Well, they got a lot of team speed as well. They can stay with Carroll at speed-wise.
2 receivers to the left this time. Essex drops back. He's going to take a hit. He throws it over the middle to Hammer, and that was a good throw. Right at Hammer, maybe a tad bit behind him, but that's going to be a pickup of 13.
A great job. Hammer knew he was going to get hit and did a nice job of just doing the old tight end, go up for the jump ball, grab it, bring it down, secure it, get that first down. So nice job at Evan Hammer that time.
So the pass game's got them another first down, and the Tigers have moved the ball across midfield. They are on the Creston 47. Working towards the north end zone here at the Carroll Athletic Field. Snap to Essex. He'll hand it off again this time. Taylor saw a seam, dives forward. He's got 6, I believe, on this carry, running behind the right side.
Yeah, nice job. You're right. He saw that seam and really hit it. And when he felt the tackles coming, he dove forward and got as much as he could. So good pursuit from the backside as well, but able to outrun them.
6:50 to play in the third quarter. 36-0 Creston over Carroll. The Tigers trying to use this opening drive and see if they can't get some momentum here in the second half.
They've been hiding Regaller. Maybe they'll sneak one out here on him. There's a blitz.
Trips to the right. They fake the handoff, and coming back the other way is Essex. He saw some contact coming and waited, and he gets out to the 31-yard line, so a pickup of 10.
Nice job that time. The blitz came from that side, and he just went right to where the blitzer came from and able to do it. Now their safety's getting up slow.
The blitz was chasing Taylor right out of the backfield, and Essex like, I'll take off.
A nice read that time. They came back there. They thought maybe it was going to be a little longer. I don't know if they thought it was a timeout or what, but Coach Noggle sent the guys back out in the field. Plays being called, so now I think maybe a timeout.
So Creston wants a timeout. They're going to talk things over as the Tigers have some momentum. They've moved the ball to the 30-yard line. 6:06 to play in the third quarter. It is Creston 36, Carroll 0. Back in 30 seconds on KCIM.
Hi.
From footings to framing to finish. For farm, home, or commercial, for more than 90 years, Wall Lake Lumber Company has been proud to help our communities grow. With 4 convenient locations and one of the largest building material inventories in the area, we are sure to be able to fill all your building needs. From project design and estimating to friendly advice, we can't wait to be part of the process for you. Wall Lake Lumber, with locations in Wall Lake, Lakeview, Odebolt, and Carroll. We're not your grandpa's lumberyard.
Field in the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages. Gatorade helps athletes fuel, recover, and perform. Tom Hawkamp along with Jeff Honnold here as the Carroll Tigers host the Panthers of Creston. 36-0. Creston leads. 6:06 to play in the third. Tigers are driving here on their opening drive of the second half. Essex stands in the backfield. Taylor to his right. Trips to the right side. He'll fake it to Taylor. Rolls out. He wants to go deep. He's got Schleisman all by himself. Schleisman's caught it, and
just short.
He is going to be pushed out at the 1-yard line. Schleisman got turned around up in the air.
Nice job that time.
Going to be a 29-yard completion.
Nice job. Nice pitch and catch that time. And nice job of finishing off. Just safety came over at an angle and just knocked him out of bounds right before the goal line.
So it'll be first down and goal from the 1. It's time for the Buffet Busters to earn their paycheck. 5 guys tight. Essex takes the snap, leans forward. Touchdown, Tigers. 5:12 to play, and the Tigers find themselves on the board, and they make the changes they needed to there at halftime.
Nice balanced attack. Nice run-pass mix, keeping Creston off balance. Nice drive. You know, at 36-0, you could have seen the team lay down, but this team has proven over and over again that they're willing to keep fighting. So they were down, 21-0 to Gilbert and almost came back. So nice job here just fighting through it and getting that touchdown.
So they're going to set up to kick it. Everybody moves back in. Polking awaits the snap. Snap's good. Ball's down. Kick is up. It's a high end-over-end kick that is good. Tigers on the board. Creston leads 36-7. 5:12 remaining here in the third. Back in a minute on KCIM.
Hi, this is Terry.
Oh, hell no. Not again. Has the roof on your home or business been damaged by the recent hailstorm? Does your roof need looked at? Let our hail damage experts at Brinks Exteriors work for you to get you a new roof. Call 712 Roof Pro. We know the last thing you want to do is worry about your biggest investment. Hail happens, but we can fix it. Call Brinks Exteriors now for a free roof inspection. 712 Roof Pro.
Life's better when you're under our roof. That's because our expert agents will make you feel totally protected with the right auto and home coverage at the right price. Also, you can enjoy the dreams you worked so hard to achieve. American Family Insurance.
Tigers kicking off. It's a high end-over-end kick. Going to be taken by Briley. Briley looking for the seam right side, makes one man miss. Then he is swarmed under. Great coverage. I believe one of the first men there was Jared Moore.
Yeah, nice job of finishing that too. Moore was right there and stayed with it the whole time. Now the defense has to step up here. They've gotten torched a few times. See if they can settle down and go ahead and control this thing.
It's just crazy the change we saw. It was like the beeper was on the first drive. They backed him up, lost 12 yards on the opening drive, did Creston. Then they come out, bang, 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 and they're all of a sudden up 26-0 before you know it. So Creston will trot out their offense. Looks like most of the starters still out there. They've got a lineman wanting to line up as a tight end.
That doesn't work very well.
He'll stay in tighter this time. So now they've got 5 guys in motion. One man goes to the backfield. Trips go to the right side. We talked about motion a lot. This time they hand off to Hayes.
Nice.
The gap is shot. Hayes shakes off the first guy, and he takes 3 other Tigers to wrestle him out of bounds, and he's going to pick up 3 yards when he should have had none.
Yeah, Moore came in there and shot that gap and blew that play up. He had a shot at getting a tackle for loss, but nice read that time, blew it up, and got help there to get gang tackling going on. So even though he didn't make the tackle, he at least got things started.
2nd and 7 now for Creston. Tigers, 4 down linemen. 4 guys up. They fake to Hayes. Now they'll throw it out to Hayes, out in the flat on the left side. Moore tries to catch up to him. Hayes outruns him down the sideline. Here goes Hayes. He's at the 30, the 20. He's got one man to beat, cuts back 5, touchdown.
You know, he is such a dynamic runner, but what a great job of figuring out how to get him in space. You had him one-on-one with a safety out there, and he just outran him. I mean,
73 yards.
Just outran Moore. I mean, there's nothing Moore could do. He was taking a pretty good angle, and then he's just off the races. There's just nothing there unless you're going to start doubling him. They fake everything to the right, had everybody going that way, and they snuck him out again on the left side. And boy, he's one-on-one, and he's a tough man to bring down. He's got speed and size.
Kick is up. PAT is good.
Yeah, coach is out there, and he's going to have a talk with them. There really wasn't. I mean, defensively, you're just going to have to try to play a safety deeper. But right now, you got that running back getting out there all by himself with nobody helping. And that, I'm sorry, the safety on a running back is not going to work well when he's just going to flat out run you.
So Hayes has 2 receivings. Then you've got Briley, the speedy receiver, with 2 receiving touchdowns. And then they brought Reich in kind of as a sub-wide receiver and sprinted him down the middle on a go route, and he caught one.
Yeah, they just do a good job of moving people and pieces around, and you're just not able to keep. Normally you keep 1 or 2 guys deep, but they've got everybody up there, and then they just sneak that running back out on you. And what a nice safety valve. A guy can take it 75 yards and not get touched. So, they're legit. That Harlan matchup should be a fun game to keep an eye on.
That one will be coming up next week for Creston. Carroll's going to host MOC Floyd Valley, starting districts.
Very winnable game.
Hopefully everybody gets off that injured reserve list. Hayes floats this one up. Regaller loses it. They'll pick it up on the backside, and that's going to get out to the 16-yard line, as Taylor was the one who was able to find the loose ball.
Yeah, Taylor did a nice job. He was trying to get to whatever he can. Regaller kind of pulled his eyes there, looking to see where the hole might be and what they were going to do, and just dropped it. But Taylor picks that up and got what he could.
1st and 10 from the 17 for the Tigers. 43-7, Creston leads. Waiting for the official to set the ball. He's just walking around with it out there.
I'm not
now
sure
we got it set.
Not sure what he was doing. He's drying it off. I don't think it's that wet out there right now, but they get a little shower here.
So 1st and 10 from the 17. 2 receivers to the left. They have a tight receiver on the right side. Fake it to Taylor. Essick rolls out. He's got a man deep. He throws it short and unable to hold on to it, but we do have a flag coming out.
We got a player down,
and that looks...
I think they're going to call... They might call targeting on this.
We'll wait and see. Player is still down for the Tigers. Can't tell if that was
23. That's Heisterkamp that was trying to make the catch there.
The ball was out there. It was an outstretched reach for it, so he might have lost his breath.
They had...
So that's a hit on a defensive receiver is the penalty call on the defense.
And he's getting up, so he must just kind of got...
So that's a 15-yard penalty.
But boy, he had Sliceman wide open deep and just didn't see it. Tried to do the safe underneath throw, which I understand, but boy, he had one deep.
Yeah, Sliceman's guy had came off reading that it's probably going to be a short throw. Sliceman had about 15 yards. If you just lob it up there, let him go find it.
Nobody around him. He'd been able to get quite a few yards out of that.
1st and 10 from the 32 after the penalty. They'll split a receiver wide each way, one man tight to the right side. They'll give to Taylor on the run. He gets around the corner and he tries to turn it up. He'll be tackled forward. And there's number 99 again. He reaches down and helps Taylor up off the the turf.
And he came all the way from the right side end position to make that tackle all the way to the left. So, and then again, they stayed disciplined out there. That linebacker didn't flow and turned Taylor inside, didn't give him that outside and brought him back in, and where Big O 99 can clean him up.
2nd down and 7 for the Tigers. Wide to the right goes Schleisman. Hammer actually splits out wide to the left side. Essick hands this one off inside to Taylor. Taylor trying to just turn the corner, does so, picks up 5, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 1 for the Carroll Tigers as he came around the end on that left side.
Getting up a little gingerly, but boy, I like the way he's been running. He runs hard and really turns it up fast, but took a shot on that one.
Not a big guy to take all the hits that he's taken here in the second half already.
Yep.
He's already got 6 carries, 2 shy of being the leading rusher.
And they're kind of limiting Regaler now. They were using him quite a bit, but just kind of limiting him right now on what they're doing and using Taylor more.
2 receivers to the left. Taylor, the lone man in the backfield with Essick. Essick takes the snap. He wants to keep it himself this time, trying to find a way. The Panthers are pulling him back. 1 official says he's got it. 2 officials says he's got it. I think they're going to move the sticks and call it a pickup of 2.
Nice job of just kind of sneaking through what little bit of a hole he could find and getting just enough for the 1st down to keep those chains moving.
One thing he didn't do was run low there. He was standing straight up trying getting into that pile. So luckily enough, he was able to get the ball across the 1st down mark. It's 1st and 10 from the 43 with 50 seconds remaining. Hammer will step off the field to catch his breath.
If you're wondering, we got continuous clock. That's why it's going so fast, folks.
White to the left side, Schleisman to the right side. Taylor and Essick in the backfield. The wing back tight to the right side of the formation. Taylor on the read, takes it. He's got a seam, and he is shut down quickly.
Boy, that
pickup of 5.
That's safety. Haynes, McCoy Haynes. Boy, he is a hitter. He comes up and puts a lick on people, and he's all over the field. He came up and really hit Taylor.
Essick ran over, got the play. Hammer will join him back out in the huddle. 2nd down, they'll call it a long 4. Ball is on the 48-yard line. Essick calls for it. It looks like the quarter ended before he got the snap off. So we've played 3 quarters. It's Creston 43, Carroll 7. You're listening to high school football action on 1380 KCIM 95.1 FM. We're back in 1 minute.
Hi, this is Michelle from Midwest Wholesale.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business, from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
DePaco Credit Union strengthens your well-being. Build strong communities. Because when our members love life, it makes a brighter community for all. DePaco can help you be well.
Man, could not have done it by myself.
Just got an update. South Central Calhoun ACGC having a slugfest up there in Lake City.
Oh, he's got it.
It's 21-14. Here's a pass over the middle.
Schleisman.
As he hits Schleisman, and that is going to be a pickup of about 7 for a 1st down.
Nice job that time, Schleisman, cutting across the middle on a slant route, and Essex put it right on him, the only place he could put it, and enough for the 1st down.
So 1st and 10, ball on the 45. The Tigers drive it again. They took their opening drive down, scored the touchdown. They're trying to do it again this time.
And this is good for their confidence. You know, all of a sudden, you know, they were struggling. Defensively, they're still having their problems, but the offense seems to be getting things going, and it might really help down the road.
Two receivers to the right, the wing back tight to the left side. They'll take it, fake it to Taylor. Essex got time, he throws it up, and he's got hammer, but it's out of bounds. That ball floated a little bit out of bounds. I think Essex feet got a little happy as the pocket was closed, but a good job by Taylor, and I don't know who else was back there. They picked up the blitzing linebacker well, though.
There was a lot of thundering feet coming at him, and I'm sure, he's been taking a lot of shots today, so nice job, though. He had the right idea, just let it a little bit too far out of bounds for Hammer to get a foot down.
Second down and 10 from the Creston 45. They work towards the rec center, south end zone. Left to right as we watch them. One receiver split each way. They'll hand this one to Taylor. Taylor following his pulling lineman, and he's got a nice run. It'll be 9, maybe 10. We'll see where they mark it. It could be a first down. Nice run by Taylor. He just waited for that lineman to get out there and clear. I was thinking it was 79 leading the way, but I don't see...
I think 74. Nice job, though. You're right. He just hesitated just enough to let that line crease a hole for him and then go ahead and get downfield and make that secondary block, and he just followed them on in.
First down and 10 for the Tigers. White will go wide to the left. To the right side goes Schleisman. Taylor stands beside Essex to his right side. Taylor fakes the handoff.
Nice.
They're going to throw it up to Schleisman. It was kind of a lazy pass out to the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 20. I understand you don't want to miss it, but a little steam on that one.
Yeah.
Schleisman might be dancing in the end zone.
Yeah, that needed to be a little harder, but what a great fake. I mean, that was a really nice fake to Taylor. It had my eyes going that way as well. And pulled up and had Schleisman open, and you're right. He just kind of lazily tossed that over to him. If he'd have thrown him a bullet, he might have had her.
So it'll be first and 10 from the 15. Carroll driving again on their second drive. 9:09 on the clock here in the fourth quarter. They fake the handoff, throw this one out left side. Here's Schleisman. He's going to dive towards the end zone, and he's going to be a yard short.
Well, you know what worked last time? I think I'd go back to Essex up the middle is where I would go to. Oh, they're going to pull him. Oh, no. They're going to leave him in there.
So it'll be first and goal from the 1 again for the Carroll Tigers.
Miller coming in, Regaler coming off. Taking their time on the play call here.
Essex makes the long run back out to the huddle.
Nice job, though, of this Tiger offense of really grinding it out here. 2 nice drives so far.
Wing back formation. Essex takes the snap, leans forward, and a touchdown. Arms go up. Essex got his second QB sneak of the night touchdown.
Well, if it works, let's not break it. So nice job, Essex, with his second one, and the big guys up front able to get that push enough to get Essex in. So Tigers, again, showing their heart, not giving up, but, the defense has got to get a stop. Got a lot of moving parts going on right now. Not sure exactly what we have on. I think we're going to have too many men on the field here. We got guys running all over the place here. We're going for 2?
There's 12 guys out there now, but nobody's come set, so I think you're all right.
I think you're okay on this. Yep, you're good.
Coaches are holding their head there. The play clock just reset. Essex takes the snap, wants to run. Now he's going to pop outside for the 2-point conversion, and that is good.
Nice
to make
job.
It 16-43.
Faked that up the middle like he was going to run it up the middle, and it was full, so he took it around the outside. Nice job.
So 43-16, Creston leads, 8:14 to play. We're back in 30 seconds on KCIM.
Napa is your trusted source for automotive parts, accessories.
Hometown team for all of your sales, service, parts, and collision needs all season long. From the helpful sales staff to the area's best service department, Motor Inn of Carroll has the expertise that you need to stay on the road and keep that auto investment looking good. From work to play, they have it all. Good luck to all the area teams from Motor Inn of Carroll.
This is Iowa, and Avela Bank has called Iowa home since 1870. With 17 locations across the state, we're proud to be part of your community. Right now, you can open an Avela Bank Simply Free checking account for you or your business and get a new debit card immediately. We'll even buy your old bank's unused checks. Stop by or visit us online to see how we're making better banking available for you. Avela Bank, member FDIC.
Puts the leg into it, and it's going to be taken at the 3-yard line.
Oh, there
Brought
you
up
go.
to the 15, and that's where it will end as Briley had no more room to go. Great coverage there by the kickoff team. Special teams have been solid. Offense in the second half has figured a few things out. The defense now, it's their turn.
Yeah, defense just giving up too many big plays, that's all.
Short return out to the 15, tackle on the play, number 43, Carson Schoenfeld.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for Creston.
Schoenfeld on that tackle. He's made a couple special teams tackles.
Turner is going to still be the quarterback. Thought we might see some changes there. Looks like Hayes is still the running back, so Creston's not about to let up with 8:07 and a running clock. They'll hand it to Hayes over the left side. Makes one man miss. We've got a flag. Could be a holding call that'll back them up even more.
You know, that's if you're coaching them, that's the only thing you are going to be able to get their attention on, as they have made a lot of miscues defense or penalty-wise.
8 minutes on the clock. Holding is the call. 71 penalty yards on Creston tonight. 6 penalties.
Yep, it's just they've just been so good. They've been able to overcome them. But they've really kind of put themselves behind the 8 ball a couple times.
So Creston has 1st and 16. It's a Wildcat snap this time. Trying to find a seam as they brought Trapp into the backfield.
Yeah, that was, but they still run their offense. You know, they have the motions and what have you. So good job of Tigers staying home there and limiting the gain there on that one.
So Hayes comes out. When Hayes comes out, they bring in Pettigrew, maybe? Can't quite see the number over there.
Number 1 is the quarterback.
Well, 1 is Trapp. He's more of your Wildcat runner. And here he takes off with it over the right side.
Oh, my.
And he is fast. He's out to the first down marker. He sidesteps one man. He's got one man to miss. And now he cuts back through, spins. He's brought down at the 40-yard line.
Boy, that was a great open field tackle that time by Carter Smith. He was the last line of defense there. And, boy, that kid is fast. He's, what, a junior? Woo! He can run. He got out to that right side, and he just outran everybody.
And he has taken over at the quarterback role, but you can tell he wants to be more of a Wildcat guy. Big difference size-wise. But again, here they are in that Wildcat style. He'll take the snap. Cuts back to the left, dives forward for 3.
Yeah, Creston's just trying to take the air out of the game. You know, at 43-15, they're not looking to throw the ball. They're going to try to run as much as they can, just keep that clock turning as much as they can so that they can get out of here.
And Creston right back on the ball, 2nd and 6. Trapp takes the snap, waits. He thought about pretending to pass, but it's just to set up the run block, and he'll go forward for a pickup of 5.
Yeah, he showed like he was going to do a throw, but it was more of a draw. And now we got Reesberg coming off, holding his shoulder, and I thought he looked like he was a little dinged up earlier in the game. I think he's done for the night. They're going to try to get him healed up.
5:29 to play in the contest. Creston with the ball. Trapp stands in the backfield. He'll take it. He wants to run. He doesn't even think about handing it off. Here's a big seam. He turns up the field, and he is gone. 31-yard touchdown run for Trapp.
Yeah, there was a chance there.
2-yard touchdown run.
Muloff was in the backfield, but got blocked just as he was trying to make the tackle, and then once he hit that seam, he was gone. There was just nobody there.
So big plays have been the key to Creston tonight.
They have a lot of team speed. They're really, really fast. So these guys get in the open field, and Carroll's just not able to keep up with them speed-wise. And
the receiver forgot to put the kicking tee in his pants. He had to run over and get it this time.
There you go. That takes away the fake, right?
I think he was hanging out on the sideline, not too worried about it.
That's possible.
Hayes is going to kick. Reich to hold. Here's a snap. And the kick is good. So after the PAT, it is 50-15. Creston on top of Carroll. We're back in 30 seconds on 1380 KCIM.
Thank you for classes as a freshman here. It gets him more prepared and gets them the transition from high school to college is very nice to have that.
Smaller campus, so it's a lot easier to know where you're going. It's hard to get lost here. And there's always a smiling face to help you if you don't know where you're going.
It's really nice to be able to get college credits to maybe go further degree or just use your auto program to go into the workforce right away.
Gatorade broadcast booth. Gatorade helps athletes fuel, recover, and perform. It's distributed by our friends at Pepsi Beverages in Carroll. Tom Hawkamp along with Jeff Honnold.
Should note that the Tigers have been putting a lot of young guys out there on defense as well. There's a lot of new guys out there, and Coach Nagel was happy with the performance. Just they broke one, but you're gonna hear a lot of different names out here. I think the Tigers are, with 5 minutes left, are just kind of getting their guys, get them rested, make sure you don't get anybody else hurt. You got district action coming up, so getting some young guys some chances to play here as well underneath the lights.
5:15 to play in this contest. Creston to kick off with the 50-15 lead. High, arcing, kind of chip shot. They fake the reverse. Taylor's going to keep it. Tries to sidestep, does so, and he'll dive across the 25 to the 27-yard line.
I'm really impressed the way Taylor runs. Whether it be a kickoff or offensively, he's running hard uphill and has good vision. Is really hitting the holes well.
He's going to need an ice bath after tonight.
He is going to need an ice bath. He's got to be the leading rusher now, doesn't he?
4 yards behind Ludwig.
Wow.
Same amount of carries. Unofficially, of course.
Unofficially.
No official stats kept around here.
Yeah, no.
Essex, the quarterback. Taylor will stand to his left. 3 receivers to the left side of him. Hammer's the tight end on the right side of the formation. He'll release down the field. They want to throw it to Hammer. He got behind the defense, and the throw is about a hand's width over his head. It would have been the big play the Tigers have been wanting to hit.
Boy, you're right. That was just fingertips away from being a catch.
Tight end seam route and about a hand too far over Hammer's head.
Split both safeties, had exactly what they were looking for there, and that has the coaches over here to our left talking.
They'll get Hammer a breather. Schleisman and Regaler out to the left.
See if they can get Regaler.
Along with Miller. Essick backs up, looks down. He runs. Now he's just going to throw this one up to Schleisman, and again, just a little bit too far. That one might have been out of play. Hard to see on the far side. But he was running forward, had a nice toss of about 50 yards, and only missed him by maybe a yard.
Yeah, he had Miller. Miller had come out of his back position and actually had split the safeties as well deep. So Carroll looking at maybe trying to get some things deep and working on some things, but really been able to exploit them a little bit by getting guys going deep here and breaking up that defense.
3 minutes left in the contest. It's 3rd and 10 for the Carroll Tigers. Essick walks over, talks to Regaler. Taylor stands to his left side, 2 receivers to the right side.
A lot of different people on defense for Creston.
Creston only a 3-man rush. They're spying Essick. Essick throws it over to Schleisman. Schleisman looked at the defense first. He's off to the races. He's at the 30, the 20, 15, 10. He'll be dragged down at the 7-yard line.
He's had a lot of big catches tonight.
That's a 66-yard advancement. 68's the official ruling by the guys that can count.
So he's had, 2 or 3 big ones like that now? He's got to be well over 100.
138.
Yeah, look at there. What do you have, a 29, a 36, a 56, and a 70? That's it's not bad.
Don't tell Marilyn Peters I had to bust out the calculator to keep up here.
Well, yeah,
she's the one who told me I wouldn't have one everywhere I went.
Gee, there, yeah, do you remember
Proved
that?
her wrong.
Remember back in those days? We got it in our pockets now. Let's see if the Carroll Tigers put another score up here and make themselves with 1:40 to go here.
2 receivers to the left. They'll fake the handoff to Taylor. They want to throw the quick screen, and they got it. There's Hammer cutting over from the right side for the 5-yard touchdown pass.
Yeah, nice job that time. Hammer on that quick seam route and was able to just beautiful pass by Essex right in his hands. And now let's see if they're going to go for 2. You know, Carroll has to feel good about the way their offense has performed here. Nice mix of throwing. They've done a nice job of throwing the ball.
The second half has been a ball game. Just got out of hand there on about 3 possessions in the first half.
Well, they've never been able to stop them other than that first drive. So
Polking will get ready to kick again. Defense came across. Polking doesn't care. He'll put it through the uprights.
Yeah, you're not going to take points off the board, are you? Or is it dead ball?
Well, you would have thought the whistles would have been a little earlier.
Dead ball. Now do you go for 2?
Yeah, so they'll replay the try.
Essex over here talking to coaches. They may go for 2. Can they decline it? I don't. Yeah.
I don't know. Doesn't look like it.
Oh,
you have to replay
they're asking.
You have to replay the try. So here comes Essex out. They're
asking if they can decline. So it's a dead ball. They can't decline a dead ball.
They're gonna kick it again. Maybe. Essex is gonna move it. They're gonna line up. So Essex puts the tee between his legs. Now stands behind his line. And now the Tigers are going to move. And do you see that? They snapped it far to the left side for the run.
Yeah.
That was a heck of a snap.
Yeah, he had a guy clear on the outside, jumped.
Polking wanted to kick it.
Yeah. Actually, it was Polking. I think he was getting up to come back over to kick.
No, they were snapping it to the up back behind them over there because the snap came directly to the up back over there. They did not snap it back to Essex.
He evidently didn't get the memo. There, now he's going to come back to kick. So he got up like he was going to be coming back here to kick, so he must have just not misunderstood what the play was.
Here's the snap.
Yep.
And the PAT is no good.
I think that one got blocked a little bit.
So a lot of theatrics for nothing. 21-50. Creston leads Carroll with a $1:32 on the clock. And as we said, the second half, completely different story for the Carroll Tigers team. They've got some momentum, got some things figured out, realized maybe the coaches didn't know what they were talking about.
You know what? Offensively, you have to feel better about your team. You know, going into district play, you're able to move the ball on a really, really good defense. I think this is going to be one of the best defenses you're going to see in the state this year. The way they attack, the way they gang tackle, the way they just perform. So Carroll was able to move the ball. So if you can do that against a team like this, you're going to be okay throughout. Offensively or defensively, boy, you know what? This team is explosive, but you got to go back to the drawing board here and see. I don't think you're going to see too many teams that have these many weapons they can throw at you this much. But, you got district play coming up. You got to make sure you got your bases covered.
Carroll the kickoff. End-over-end kick taken at the 10. Again, this is Riley. He's got some speed. He's going to finally be corralled at the 34 before he's brought down to. And remind everybody, the New Way Ford scoreboard show comes up from 10 to midnight. So you can tune in and find that on KCIM. Also, Kick 106.7. I'll catch up with Coach Roeder after the game so you can hear his thoughts on the scoreboard show. And I do want to remind everybody, the New Way car show going on tomorrow. Free breakfast down there.
I'm going to try to sneak in there.
I knew you wouldn't miss a free breakfast.
You don't get a body like this by missing free food, But
so pancakes down there. So stop down New Way Auto in Coon Rapids, or New Way Ford in Coon Rapids, and get yourself some pancakes.
We got the young buck doing the show tonight. Casey's back there. He's the only one that can really stay up till midnight. It takes a lot of coffee to get me there. And then Mr. Mulder back there. I'm sure he's already getting ready to do some interviews.
So Creston brings back a different quarterback, and it's the same thing that Trapp did. They want to run to the right side. He's going to pick up 4.
So that's Tanner Ray. He is a freshman, 5'8", 130-pound freshman getting some action.
He looks like he might be more of a passing back than Ray was, but right there he did show some wheels.
He actually played in the game prior to this one. So Carroll won that game, but a lot of substitution going in and out for Carroll.
Out here on the right side, it looks like Carson Tedrow. Here's a run to the right side. No place to go with that run. Actually might have lost a yard. In on the
6.
Ethan Allen.
And 79. That was Tanner Hahn. So those two in on the tackle on that one.
Caden Mohoff out there.
43.
Schoenfeld.
20.
That's Wyatt Snyder. Back deep is Luau. Why'd I pick that one?
I don't know. Going outside.
I need to get the names verified on that one next time. Sorry about that, Luau.
I know. Let me see. I got to see his name, and I can tell you what they call him. Tar or Jar. They just call him Jar.
I knew they called him something different than that, but I knew what his name was. I checked on it last year, didn't check it on it this year. That's what I get.
That's what you get, buddy.
21-50, Creston defeats Carroll here in high school football action. We're going to take a 3-minute break, come back with the post-game show. You're listening to 1380 KCIM.
Since 1968, Mackey Motors has been serving Lake City and the surrounding communities with new and certified pre-owned vehicles. Mackey